She's so broad and a
Cape Cod girls ain't got no combs.
Heave away, haul away.
They comb their hair with codfish bones.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia.
Here we go.
The Cape Cod boys ain't got no sleds.
Heave away, haul away.
They slide down hills on codfish heads.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia.
Come hither.
Cape Cod doctors ain't got no pills.
Heave away, haul away.
They feed their patients codfish gills.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia. Cape Cod cats ain't got no tails.
Heave away, haul away.
They all blew off in Cape Cod gales.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia.
And we're going.
Cape Cod women don't bake no pies.
Heave away, haul away.
They feed their babies on codfish eyes.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia. Cape Cod girls ain't got no combs.
Heave away, haul away.
They comb their hair with codfish bones.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia. Heave away, my bully boys.
Heave away, haul away.
Heave away, why don't you make some noise? And we're bound for South Australia. On August the 12th in 1819, a young fella, Captain George Pollard Jr., with his crew of 20 men sailed away, well, sort of, from the Isle of Nantucket aboard the whale ship Essex. It was his first time as captain, and everyone watched the ship as she sort of blew away with her mostly novice crew of yet-to-be whale boys or whalemen. She was 9 miles out and beyond Great Point when folks up in the lookout tower saw that she finally had her sails set. For sure, it was not a good thing. On the way to the Azores, a squall line appeared in the distance. Of course, bonehead Captain Pollard waited till it was too late. Sure as Henry, they were knocked down, spars and sails in the sea and taken a beating. 'Twas almost their demise. Well, they got out of that one. Little did they know what the future had in store. They all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex, the crew of the Essex. Well, they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, on the salty sea. At 30 degrees south latitude, they spotted a whale. They got a bit excited and all, but they didn't manage to do anything about it. Sort of like a schoolboy when he sees his dream girl at age 13. Couldn't do much about it. Well, they finally scored, and after a month of hard sailing through violent weather, they managed to round Cape Horn. The ship put in on the southwest coast of South America for supplies. And as fast as a rabbit, one of the sailors decided that he wanted his mommy or something and jumped ship, never to be seen again. He was lucky because they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex. Well, they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, on the salty sea. On October 19th, 1819, they landed on the Galapagos Islands for a bit of turtle soup. No one was there to serve them, so they had to catch the turtles themselves. Sort of like supper at my house in New Bedford. Then a limey boat steerer named Tom Chappell decided to burn the island down just for fun. This, of course, caused an ecological disaster to the place, and now the species of turtle that lived only on that island is extinct forever. Never to return. Forget about it. No turtle soup for you. Restaurant closed. Thank you for your patronage. So it's things like that that lead to things like they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, the crew of the Essex, the crew of the Essex. Well, they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, on the salty sea. They continued on and ran into some whales by mistake. The whaleboat set out for the pot of whales, and that left only 2 guys on board the Essex. Well, a very, very big bull whale had probably been dumped by a cute whalette the night before and gotten up on the wrong side of the wave that morning. He decided to take it out on the hull of the Essex. I've seen sailors bang their heads together in some kind of a macho ritual. That can't be fun. Well, this whale was going to show somebody who was boss, and with a great crash, he slammed his head into the hull. Like some guys I know in New Bedford, he didn't learn his lesson, and, well, he did it again, and this time he stove in the ship. Eventually he went home, wherever that was. Needless to say, the crew was in dire straits. Before their rescue, they spent a no-frills, 96-day trip on the sea in little whaleboats, and, of course, they ran out of food. Even Mickey D's would have looked good. So they eventually drew lots and, well, they shot one guy for supper. Some others died and, well, you know, they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex. Well, they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, on the salty sea. So the moral set forth for thee from this tale of misery is: pack a nice lunch next time. Bring a cell phone. Leave the damn whales alone. They didn't bother you. And if you've got to eat your friends, bring some mustard at least. It's got to taste better. They all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex, crew of the Essex. Well, they all ate their mates, the crew of the Essex, on the salty sea. It was advertised in Boston, New York, and Buffalo. 100 hardy sailors are wailing for to go, singing, blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds hi-ho, haul ahead, running gear, and blow, boys, blow. They'll take you to New Bedford, that famous whaling port, and hand you to some land sharks to board and fit you out, a-singing, blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds hi-ho, haul ahead, running gear, and blow, boys, blow. They tell you of the clipper ships a-going in and out. They say you'll take 500 sperm before you're 6 months out, a-singing, blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds hi-ho, haul ahead, running gear, and blow, boys, blow. So now we're out to sea, my boys, the wind comes on to blow. Well, half the watch is sick on deck, the other half below, singing, blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds hi-ho, haul ahead, the running gear, and blow, boys, blow. But as for provisions, we don't get half enough. Ha! A little piece of stinking beef in a blamed small bag of duff. Blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds hi-ho, haul ahead, running gear, and blow, boys, blow. Next comes the running rigging, which you're all supposed to know. Lay aloft, you son of a gun, or overboard you'll go, singing, blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds hi-ho, haul away the running gear, and blow, boys, blow. The skipper's on the quarterdeck, a-squintin' at the sails, when up aloft the lookout spots a mighty school of whales a-singing.
Blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds, hi-ho. Haul away the running gear, and blow, boys, blow.
Clear away the boats, my boys, and after him we'll travel. But if you get too near his fluke, he'll kick you to the devil, singing.
Blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds, hi-ho. Haul away the running gear, and blow, boys, blow.
Now we've got him turned up, we'll tow him alongside. Over with our blubber hooks, we'll rob him of his hide, a-singing.
Blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds, hi-ho. Haul away the running gear, and blow, boys, blow.
Now comes the stowing down, my boy, 'twill take both night and day. You'll all get 2 bits after 6 months to the day, a-singing.
Blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds, hi-ho. Haul away the running gear, and blow, boys, blow. Blow ye winds in the morning, and blow ye winds, hi-ho. Haul away the running gear, and blow, boys, blow.
Now come all you young sailors and listen to me with your
Hey, hey, blow the man down.
Come on, you young sailors, and listen to me.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
Now I'll tell you a story about the high seas.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
Most of the way home he was weak in the knees.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
Oh, it's not very short, and it's not very long.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
It's about a young sailor bound home from Hong Kong.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
Now I was a-strolling down Union Street.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
A flash-looking packet I chanced to see.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
She was bowling along with her wind blowing free.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
She clued up her courses and waited for me.
Now give me some time to blow the man down.
She was round in the counter and bluff in the bow.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
Oh, where she did hail from, I could not tell.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
So I tailed her my flipper and took her in tow.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
And yard arm to yard arm, away we did go.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
I bought her a 2-bit dinner in town.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
And trinkets and laces, a bonnet and gown.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
We walked and we talked, and her name it was Jen.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
I kissed her a couple and kissed her again.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
I said, will you marry a seafaring man?
Way, hey, blow the man down.
She said, I'll ask mother and see if I can.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
Along comes a sailor, they call him Half-Ton.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
He calls her mother, and she calls him son.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
She says to him, son, here's your new daddy.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
I said I'm bound for the rolling sea.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
Was you ever in Quebec, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie, stowing lumber on the deck, Bonnie Hieland laddie? Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, my Bonnie Hieland laddie. Was you ever in Mobile Bay, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie, screwing cotton all the day, Bonnie Hieland laddie? Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, my Bonnie Hieland laddie. Was you ever in Miramichi, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie, where you tie up to a tree, Bonnie Hieland laddie? Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, my Bonnie Hieland laddie. Was you ever in New Bedford Port, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie, with the girls did you cavort, Bonnie Hieland laddie? Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie Hieland laddie. Was you ever in Baltimore, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie, dancing on the sanded floor, Bonnie Hieland laddie? Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie Hieland laddie. Was you ever round Cape Horn, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie, where you wish to God you'd never been born, Bonnie Hieland laddie? Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, my Bonnie Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, my Bonnie Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, Bonnie laddie, Hieland laddie. Way, hey, and away we'll go, my Bonnie Hieland. Now gather round, you sailor boys, and listen to my plea. When you've heard my tale, you pity me. For I was a real damn fool in the port of Liverpool, the first time that I came home from the sea. We paid off at the Hawl from the port of Sierra Leone, and £4.10 a month, that was my pay. With a pocket full of tin, I was very soon taken in by a girl with the name of Maggie May. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they have taken her away, and she'll never walk down Lime Street anymore. 'Cause he robbed so many sailors and captains of the whalers, that dirty Robin, no good Maggie May. Oh, well, I do remember when I first met Maggie May. She was cruising up and down Old Canning Place. She'd a figure so divine, like a frigate of the line. So me, being a sailor, I gave chase. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they have taken her away, and she'll never walk down Lime Street anymore. 'Cause she robbed so many sailors and captains of the whalers, that dirty Robin, no good Maggie May. Next morning I awoke, I was flat and stony broke. No jacket, trousers, waistcoat I could find. When I asked her where they were, she said, my very dear sir, they're down at Kelly's Knocker number 9. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they have taken her away, and she'll never walk down Lime Street anymore. 'Cause she robbed so many sailors and captains of the whalers, dirty Robin, no good Maggie May. To the pawn shop I did go, but no clothes there I did find, and the policeman came and took that girl away. Well, the judge he guilty found her, robbing the homeward bound her, and paid her passage back to Botany Bay. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they have taken her away, and she'll never walk down Lion Street anymore. Oh, she robbed so many sailors and captains of the whalers, that dirty Robin, no good Maggie May. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they have taken her away, and she'll never walk down Lion Street anymore. Oh, she robbed so many sailors and captains of the whalers, that dirty Robin, no good Maggie May. I shipped on board of the Ebenezer. Every day you scrub and grease her, send us aloft to scrape her down, and if we growl they'll knock us down. Oh, get along, boys, get along, do. Be handy, boys, be handy. Oh, get along, boys, get along, do. Be handy, boys, be handy. Our first mate's name was Dickie Green, sir. Dirtiest man you ever seen, sir. Walked in the quarter with a buckled cap. He thought himself no common chap. Oh, get along, boys, get along, do. Be handy, boys, be handy. Oh, get along, boys, get along, do. Be handy, boys, be handy. A Boston buck for a second greaser used to ship in lime juice greasers. Lime juice greasers got too hot. He made a jump for Boston Dock. Oh, get along, boys, get along, too. Be handy, boys, be handy. Oh, get along, boys, get along, do. Be handy, boys, be handy. We had no spuds for our dinner. Sure as I'm a living sinner. Our bread was tough as any brass. Our meat was as salty as Lot's wife's. Oh, get along, boys, get along, do. Be handy, boys, be handy. Get along, boys, get along, too. Be handy, boys, be handy. Oh, get along, boys, get along, too. Be handy, boys, be handy. Oh, get along, boys, get along, too. Be handy, boys, be handy. Get along, boys, get along, too. be handy, boys, be handy. Oh, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I've spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. Here is me coat, me nobby coat. Me coat's seen a lot of rough weather. Oh, the sides are wore out and the back is flying about. Oh, the lining's looking out for better weather. It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I've spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. Here are me breeches, me nobby breeches. Me breeches has seen a lot of rough weather. Oh, the pouch is near wore out, and the seat's all flying about, and the knees are looking out for better weather. It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. Here is me shirt, me nobby shirt. Me shirt's seen a lot of rough weather. Oh, the collar's all worn out, and the sleeves are flying about, and the tail's looking out for better weather. Oh, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I've spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. And look at me boots, me nobby boots. Me boots seen a lot of rough weather. Oh, the soles are wore out, and the heels are flying about, and me toes are looking out for better weather. Oh, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I've spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. Look at me hat, me nobby hat. Me hat's seen a lot of rough weather. Oh, the brim is wore out, and the crown is flying about, and the lining's looking out for better weather. Oh, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. I'm sick, oh me head, well I haven't been to bed since first I came ashore from me slumber. I've spent all me dough on the lassies, don't you know? I'm across the western ocean I must wander. It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Oh, across the stormy ocean I must wander. It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me rum and tobacco. I've spent all me tin with the lassies drinking gin. Or across the stormy ocean I must wander. In Amsterdam there lived a maid, mark well what I do say. In Amsterdam there lived a maid, and she was mistress of her trade. I go no more a rovin with you, fair maid. A rovin, since rovin's been my ruin. I go no more a rovin with you, fair maid. One night I crept from my abode, mark well what I do say. One night I crept from my abode to meet this fair maid down the road. I go no more a rovin with you, fair maid. A rovin, since rovin's been my ruin. I go no more a rovin with you, fair maid. I met this fair maid after dark, mark well what I do say. I met this fair maid after dark and took her to her favourite park. I'll go no more a rovin with you, fair maid. A rovin, since rovin's been my ruin. I'll go no more a rovin with you, fair maid. I took this fair maid for a walk, mark well what I do say. I took met this fair maid for a walk, and we had such a loving talk. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. I put my arm around her waist, mark well what I do say. I put my arm around her waist, she said, young man, you're in great haste. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. I towed her to the maiden's breast, mark well what I do say. I towed her to the maiden's breast, from south the wind veered south-southwest. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. We had a drink of grub, we had a snatch, mark well what I do say. We had a drink of grub, we had a snatch, we sent 2 bottles down the hatch. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. Her dainty arms were white as milk, mark well what I do say. Her dainty arms were white as milk, her lovely hair was soft as silk. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. She swore that she'd be true to me, mark well what I do say. She swore that she'd be true to me, but spent my payday fast and free. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. In 3 weeks' time I was badly bent, mark well what I do say. In 3 weeks' time I was badly bent, then off to sea I sadly went. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. Boney was a warrior away, a warrior, a terrier, Jean-Francois. Boney was a Corsican away, a roaring, snorting Corsican, Jean-Francois. Boney was a general away, a randy-dandy general, Jean-Francois. Boney fought the Russians away, the Austrians and Prussians, Jean-Francois. Boney went to Moscow away, he lost his army in the snow, Jean-Francois. Boney went to Elbow away, Boney he came back again, Jean-Francois. Boney went to Waterloo away, there he got overthrew, Jean-Francois. Boney he was sent away, away to St. Helena, Jean-Francois. Away to St. Helena, away, aboard the Billy Raphael, Jean-Francois. Boney broke his heart and died away, away in St. Helena, Jean-Francois. Boney, he is dead and gone away, we will sing his funeral song, Jean-Francois. Boney was a warrior away, a warrior, a terrier, Jean-Francois. The water is wide, I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, shall row. My love and I. Well, love is gentle and love is kind. The sweetest flower when first it's new, but love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. Ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not how I sink or swim. The water's wide, I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row. My love and I, and both shall row. My love and I. Farewell to you, my all to love. I am going far away. I am bound for California, and I know that I'll return someday. So fare thee well, my all to love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I have shipped on a Yankee sailing ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and her captain's name is Burgess, and they say she's a floating shame. So fare thee well, my all to love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. It's me second trip with Burgess on the Crockett, and I think I know him well. If a man's a seaman he'll get along, but if not then he's sure in hell. So fare thee well, my all to love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, the sun is on the harbour, love, and I wish I could remain, for I know that it will be a long, long time before I see you again. Fare thee well, my all to love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my all true love, for when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my all true love, when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my all true love, when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of... Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders to sail to New Bedford. Nantucket to the Vineyard is just a few leagues. We'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee sailors. We'll rant and we'll rave across the salt sea, till we strike soundings in the harbor of New Bedford. Nantucket to home is just a few leagues. We hove our ship to, with the wind at the southwest. Boys, hove our ship to, for to take soundings clear in 55 fathoms with a fine sandy bottom. We filled main topsail, channel did steer. We'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee sailors. We'll rant and we'll rave across the salt sea, till we strike soundings in the harbor of New Bedford. Great Point to home is just a few leagues. The first land we made was a place called Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Woods Hole, then down Buzzard's Bay. We sailed then by Marion, Mattapoisett and Fairhaven, then bore straight away for New Bedford, hooray! We'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee sailors. We'll rant and we'll rave across the salt seas, till we strike soundings in the harbor of New Bedford. The Vineyard to home is just a few leagues. Now the captain called out for our grand ship to anchor. We glued up our topsails, stuck out tacks and sheets. We stood by our starpers, we brailed in our spankers, and anchored ahead of the noblest of fleets. We'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee sailors. We'll rant and we'll rave across the salt seas, till we strike soundings in the harbor of New Bedford. Woods Hole to home is just a few leagues. Let every man here drink up his full bumper. Let every man here drink up his full bowl. Let us be jolly and drown melancholy. Drink a health to each jovial and true-hearted soul. We'll rant and we'll roar like true Yankee sailors. We'll rant and we'll rave across the salt sea, till we strike soundings in the harbor of New Bedford. West Island to home is just a few leagues. Your money, young man, is no object to me. Pay me the money down. Oh, money down, hey, money down. Pay me the money down. I went for a cruise, boys, around the town. Pay me the money down. I there met a gal called Sally Brown. Pay me the money down. I put me arm around her waist. Pay me the money down. Says she, young man, you're in great haste. Pay me the money down. My price for love is half a crown. Pay me the money down. And money down is real money down. Pay me the money down. The Yankee dollar some gets for their pay. Pay me the money down. We'll buy us rum, boys, for many a day. Pay me the money down. Oh, if I had silver dollars galore, pay me the money down. I'd pack my bags and stay on shore. Pay me the money down. I wish I was Old Sarmy's son. Pay me the money down. I'd build a ship 1,000 ton. pay me the money down. When the ship it ties up and the voyage is through, pay me the money down. I wants me pay, sir, every sou. Pay me the money down. We stay at the ports where we was in. Pay me the money down. Drinking beer and whiskey and gin. Pay me the money down. My fancy gal, she said to me, pay me the money down. I really don't give me favors for free. Pay me the money down. Hawl on the bowline, Kitty, she's my darling.
Hawl on the bowline, bowline, haul.
Hawl on the bowline, Kitty, she's a lovely girl.
Hawl on the bowline, bowline, haul.
Hawl on the bowline, the bully, bully bowline.
Hawl on the bowline, bowline, haul.
Hawl on the bowline so early in the morning.
Hawl on the bowline, haul.
Hawl on the bowline, Lizette is a pretty girl.
Hawl on the bowline, haul.
Haul on the bowline, oh, haul away together.
Hawl on the bowline, haul.
Adieu, my fair young maidens, 1,000 times adieu. We must bid goodbye to the holy ground and the place that we love true. We will sail the salt seas over and return again for shore to seek the girls that wait for us in the holy ground once more. You're the girl I do adore. Still I live and hope to see the holy ground once more. We're on the salt sea sailing, and you are safe behind. Fond letters I will write to you, the secrets of my mind. Fond letters I will write to you, the girl I do adore. And still I live and hope to see the holy ground once more. You're the girl that I do adore. Still I live and hope to see the holy ground once more. I see a storm arising, I can see it coming soon. For the night is dark and dreary, you can scarcely see the moon. And the good ship she is tossing about, and her rigging is all tore. But still I live and hope to see the holy ground once more. You're the girl I do adore. Still I live and hope to see the holy ground once more. And now the storm is over, and we are safe on shore. We'll drink to health and the holy ground, and the girls we do adore. We will drink strong ale and porter, and make the tap rooms roar. And when our money is all spent, we'll go to sea for more. You're the girl that I do adore. Still I live and hope to see the holy ground once more. away together.
Away, away, away.
When I was a little lad, my mother told me,
Away, away, away together.
if I did not kiss the girls, my lips they would grow moldy.
Away, away, away.
First I had a Spanish girl, she was fat and lazy.
Away, away, away together.
Now I've got an Irish girl, she damn near drives me crazy.
Away, away, away
Oh hey, haul away together.
away, away, away.
King Louis was the king of France before the revolution.
Away, away, away together.
The people chopped his head off, which spoiled his constitution.
Away, away, away.
Oh hey, haul away, ahead for stormy weather.
Away, away, away.
Oh hey, haul away, ahead for stormy weather.
Away, away, away.
Oh hey, haul away, ahead for stormy weather.
Away, away, away.
Oh hey, haul away, mates, ahead for stormy weather.
Away, away, away.
Away, haul away, mates, ahead for stormy weather.
Away, away.